got Zach and I got Bubba, but his real name's Leonard, standing by on Zoom. How y'all doing today?
Doing good, Bubba.
I'm a little bit scared, I'm afraid that if we're a little critical of your music, if once we come up to Fort Walton Beach, when I'm supposed to be up there maybe the next month or so to do a fundraiser for that fallen police officer, that Bubba might come over and whip my ass. I mean, look at him.
I don't think you got to worry about that. We got pretty thick skin, and we've been told people didn't like it. That's why there's different genres, Bubba.
But here's the deal. If we don't like it, we've been doing radio long enough. I've been doing it 40 plus years. My other guys, very long. If we don't like it, we just won't say we don't like it. We'll tell you why. Like we'll give you based on our experiences of hearing, hundreds of unsigned band reviews. Like last week, we actually liked the band and liked it, but we thought the vocals needed kind of maybe pumped up just a little bit, just based on our, on our opinion.
That's why the production company won't whitelist it, because we insulted their mix.
Probably. So, please know that, this could go, not so favorable for you, but don't take it personal. It's part of the bit. And please know that, just the exposure in itself will probably get you guys, a little activity. Don't forget they got Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, I'm assuming all at Below Alabama.
Yes.
Yeah. So
this isn't Florida Bama Line?
No, this is not Florida Bama Line.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's not Florida Bama Line. They wish they were Florida Bama Line. Isn't the Florida Bama Line like the Zillionaires?
Yeah, the Florida Georgia Line, but they broke up, so.
Oh, so you're saying they should rename Florida Bama Line?
It's available.
Yeah, Florida Georgia Line split up, so.
Well, no, these fine gentlemen are Below Alabama, okay? That's what they are. And whether you find them on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, they would love for you to go check out their stuff. So they formed in 2020 as an acoustic duo. Now, was it just you two at first?
It was.
And who have you since added since you two formed in 2020?
We have our lead guitarist is PJ Parrish. Our bass guitar player is Rob Seymour. Our drummer is TJ White. And then, of course, it's us two. Yeah.
Right. Now, how busy and booked are you guys? Are you guys out, most weekends?
Most weekends, multiple shows on every weekend. And we play all over the Panhandle. We even venture up. We're going in May up to Virginia in the Roanoke area. And we'll go anywhere that they will let us go play.
Now, what's been in your short career, what's been your highest of high and your lowest of low? And hopefully this is, hopefully somewhere in there and not the lowest of low. Listen, local bands, unsigned bands, they faced a lot of adversity from promoters not paying you to, the van that you're driving, blowing a right front and you guys, missing a gig. Like there's just all types of roadblocks when you are an unsigned band an unsigned band, and you're doing it on your own, and it's you're trying to just break even on it. What's been your highest, most proudest moment, and what's been your lowest moment?
I'd probably say when we got the headline Pensacola Fair. That one when we opened up for not Mitchell Timpany, excuse me, what was his name?
Walker Montgomery.
At the Boardwalk Country Music Festival. That's probably some of our highs. The lowest of lows, the hardest part is us trying to find, at first when we were starting out as a band, trying to find 5 guys that really bought into the product and saw the vision that we saw when we first started. So finding guys that were willing to accept the lower paying shows to get us to the point that we were getting the higher paid shows.
Yeah, I mean, I got to understand that when you first start out and it's not real glamorous, and there's in some instances where you had to play for free just to get the exposure, that you can't sometimes find a person that's willing to make that time and money investment into the bigger picture. And that is, if you guys would catch a break and hit and continue to build your brand, then obviously the fruits of that would happen. But it certainly, that never happens early on. That's, a few years down the line. So it's tough to find find 2 or 3 other dudes, say, hey, listen, we could be playing free for a year or so, or breaking even, or maybe even losing a little bit of money after you figure expenses in, but we believe in our product. We think we sound pretty damn good. We think we can continue to refine our skill set, and we think we got something here. And then, keeping guys from quitting and just all the when you put 5 or 6 dudes together, whether you're watching a ball game or playing a country song, usually you can't agree on anything, So tell me about the song we're going to play. It's I think it's called Grass Ain't Greener. And who wrote it, and what's the story? Is there a story behind it? And what we can expect?
Yeah, so when I was growing up, I wrote the lyrics, and then the rest of our band kind of helped in and helped us write the music to the song. But when I was growing up, my granny, she always used to have this famous saying, and she would tell me that, boy, the grass is never greener on the other side. And it would apply to anything if I was talking about quitting a team or something like that. And so that phrase kind of stuck with me my whole life, and I decided to write a song about it after she passed away about 2 years ago.
Well, very much.
Well, I'm not saying the song sucks now after it's about this. So,
poor Granny took a lick for
Sign
the
me up
song.
for
I gotta
sign me up for a 10.
Yeah.
She's not here with us, so she won't hear it at least.
Well, I know.
Well, obviously the grass may be greener. So she didn't come back.
She's quite the great visionary. But here's the deal. That's a very common colloquialism, so to speak, and so I can see where it could really, really relate to a lot of people that have struggled with various things and quit a decent situation only to find out that the other situation they're going to sucks, whether it's a relationship or a job or something like that. So our rule, we used to do this every week, and we would have the bands in the studio playing on our stage, and if they sucked, we would shoot them with airsoft rifles, and that got to be kind of out of hand because these bands would want to fight us, and we'd have to escort them out the building at gunpoint. If we would have captivated some of this stuff, Lummy, we'd probably have a gold mine on our hands. And then sometimes they'd keep playing, and we would be shooting them, telling them to stop, but they'd still keep playing. I have to turn them off and turn the lights down and unplug their amps. So, this is an easier process now that we've brought back the Unsigned Band review, where we have you guys, over the Zoom. You can hear our analogy, but we are going to play at least the first minute before we start, chopping it up and whether we like it or we don't like it. So, Lummy, we're going to keep our fat ass mouth shut for the first minute.
Sounds good.
We can absorb the first minute. Then from that point forward, it's open season. So, without further ado, and by the way, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, that's all you can find these fine gentlemen, Zach and Leonard. Leonard's the big dude known as Bubba. You can find them at, again, their band's called Below Alabama, and you can find them on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Go follow them. Tell them you're Bubba Army. And we're going to be monitoring chat as well. And so here we go. Without further ado, Below Alabama. These two guys is a band with three other musicians that accompany them when they get together as a group. And it's written by Bubba, and it's called Grass Ain't Greener.
I called my granny today. I said I wanna quit. She said, son, praying well. I thought I made up my mind, but what she said to me was no surprise. She said the grass ain't greener on the other side. God gave you 10 fingers and why patience is a virtue. Speak out into life. Yes, clock in and do the job until 5. I know it's hard on you and your mind, baby, let me tell you. Yeah, the grass ain't always greener on the other side.
All right, so we've gone a minute. And I got to tell you, if it was going to appear its head as sucking, I think it would have I think it would have appeared its head as sucking by now, and I am pleasantly surprised. Now, which one's the lead singer? Is that you, Bubba?
Yeah.
I'm pleasantly surprised at how well it's mixed and how well it sounds.
Chat's 80-20 right now. Yes.
And Chat's the biggest dicks ever to live, and they like it 80-20. They hate everything. They hate me. If you put a poll up and say, "Do you like Bubba?" It'd be 80-20. We hate his fat ass.
Why don't we do that actual poll so we have the hardcore numbers?
Yeah. Why do we have to imagine it? Let's do a second poll.
So I got to tell you, man, Bubba, this one, you got a great voice, and two, the production. I don't know where you guys made this at, but I think go ahead.
We do all our recording at Sound Emporium Studios in Nashville. With a producer there.
You can tell that it's not like some home jobby Pro Tools deal. You can tell that it comes from a pretty major sounding studio just by, I mean, I've done so much of this that you can just tell. I call it the thickness and just, the backing vocals and the overtracks and the overdubs. You can tell it's from a reputable record, that it's not, from Bubba's garage. You can tell. Sure. And I got to tell you, man, I'm going to play the other minute 56, but if it sucked, it would have reared its head as I like it.
It's a good song. I could see myself getting home from a hard day of putting my granny down and turning this on and reminiscing,
Well, you can see yourself from putting your granny down and then wanting to write a song to, commemorate your granny.
That's right.
I don't have the talent to do that, but if I did, then maybe I would.
Right. Maybe you could call Bubba up and he could help you.
Yeah.
Bubba, I'm some schmarmy ass lawyer with a smart ass. Can you write me a song about my granny? All right, so back to by the way, below.
Should have pulled out.
That's going to be Bubba's new song about the unwanted kid that he had, and it's going to be called "Shoulda Pulled Out." Yeah,
we're working on that now.
Yeah, they're writing that idea right now. Here we go.
Told my lady, she said, "Did you tell your friends and your daddy?" I said, "I wanna leave them out of it." And my dad would say the same shit. He'd say, "Grass ain't greener on the other side. God gave you 10 fingers and a why patience is a virtue to speak God into life. It's clock in and do the job until 5. I know it's hard on you and your mind, baby, let me tell you. And the grass ain't always greener on the other side."
Hell yeah. Listen to Bubba's big ass carry a note. Look at that. It's my boy right there. Hell yeah.
If 5 years later I own the store and everything inside, I'm so glad for everything my granny said that night. She said the grass ain't greener on the other side. God gave you 10 fingers and a white patience is a virtue. Speak God into your life. It's clock in and do the job until 5. I know it's hard on you and your mind, baby, let me tell you. Yeah, the grass ain't always greener on the other side.
Hell yeah. Lummy, there's been two things. Somebody said we should maybe get these guys with JR the Handler, the guys from Tick's Bids.
Yeah.
We should maybe get, because I think I think JR the Handler is all about finding up and coming bands and helping them.
He's up in that area.
And secondly, Lummy, chat said, "Lummy, you dumbass, you're supposed to find bands that suck so Bubba can make fun of them." I mean, glad-handed. Listen, here's the only thing I want to tell you guys. There was this guy named Jelly Roll that came into my studios in 2015. Nobody knew who he was. He was trying to sell out a 250-seat venue. I had him on my show, and you could just tell the guy had the it factor. We had a great interview. He wrote a song about, he had a story about how he wrote a song about Waffle House one time, and he got sued by Waffle House. Great dude. great guy. We pushed his stuff, but nobody knew who. I mean, he had this little cult following a little bit and stuff. Now we of course know where Jelly Roll's path is, but he now doesn't remember who we are. Like he completely man, he won't do any interviews with us. He won't come on the show, all that kind of deal. My only thing is I'm going to support you guys because I think you guys got a ton of talent. And if you guys do ever hit the big time, don't jelly roll me, bitch. Okay?
Not a worry there, Bubba. Not a worry.
Don't, because we did get jelly rolled, did we
sure
not?
did.
I mean, we believed in that guy when nobody would, and now he jelly. I think you guys have one hell of an opportunity to make it in the country music business. I think you got a great sound. I wasn't anticipating it being this good, and it's good. What was the poll?
It was 79 to 20.
79 to 20.
And one person abstained, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. So, listen, fellas, I got to tell you, keep us up to date on where because you guys obviously have they have your information, correct?
Yes.
So keep us up on one, new stuff that you're coming out with, and two, your touring schedule. So we're obviously heard in Fort Walton Beach, and we can promote you guys.
We'll share your stuff on social media if you tag us.
Yeah, like if you tag us and let us know you're playing, Jimmy's Honky Tonk this weekend, we'll promote you with our large platform. Any new stuff, if you can whitelist it, on us so we don't get a copyright strike, we'll play it for you guys. And congratulations on absolutely nailing it. And Bubba, I got to tell you, you're a hell of a singer, my friend.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And we might be coming up to Fort Walton Beach, to do that police
Content
officer fallen officer award. Fallen officer ride, and maybe we can get with Below Alabama, see what their availability is, and maybe we have them. What's that place? Is it AJ's?
AJ's,
maybe
yeah.
have them at AJ's, do a big fundraiser for them, at AJ's. You guys ever played AJ's before?
We've played the one in Grayton Beach, but never the one in Destin.
The one in Destin's pretty badass. They have the stage on an elevated kind of deal. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's nice.
But listen, Zach and Leonard, good luck to you guys. Count us as friends, not foe. Let us help you. You guys kick ass, and congratulations, and good luck on the song. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, and let me make sure we stay in touch with these guys.
Will do.
So we can help them. What a great song. What a great song. Congratulations, fellas. We appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Take care, buddy.
If you want a deep dive into the Bubba the Love Sponge show from the past, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. We'll be back after these words.